Hello, you're welcome. My name is Trine Rehema, League and Compliance Officer at Cornerstone Asset Managers.
Hi, I'm Solomon Sechiranda, Head of Finance at Cornerstone Asset Managers.
Welcome back to our weekly market insights. We are glad to have your audience every week coming back here to get to know what's happening on our side, what's happening on the finance side. Today we do not have a lot of updates. We are just in a very good mood. We just held our inaugural AGM, an annual general meeting, first of its kind for Cornerstone Asset Managers, where we've had to reflect about what the year has been. Having acquired our licenses on the 9th of December 2024, we've been with you, we've had our clientele since that time, and as a regulatory requirement, we do an annual general meeting where we present to you, our loved unit holders, what has transpired on our side for that 1 year, where we've invested your money, the return we've made of your money, to confirm that everything is in order. So this is a regulatory requirement that is also important to ensure transparency and accountability to you as the investors in the fund. So this is where we present to you the findings from our auditors, and the auditors get to go through our finances, our systems, to ensure that everything checks all the boxes on the regulatory side of things, but also the money that we say we have and have invested is held with us, is held with the responsible people, and that money is available. So, Mr. Head of Finance, tell us, what has this experience been like for you?
Thank you very much, Trine. When I got into the AGM today morning, I stumbled upon this book, and an individual actually asked me what's the relevance of an AGM. Yeah. And I'm very glad that you've started by giving us the significance of what it is. And basically, as you've highlighted, it's basically to hold us accountable as a fund manager, which is something I see as something very important in the industry we are in, and basically in the financial space in general, because these are people's funds, and they trust in us. So it is only fair that we reflect what where their money has gone and what it has been able to do. And from what our auditors were able to review during the audit that recently concluded in March, and they concluded that we actually had an unqualified opinion for both our funds. By this I mean that they checked that the books are in line, the controls are in place, and that all the assets that we attribute to be available are what is actually in custody by the custodian and the trustee. So it has been an interesting experience. It has been a place where we've interacted with a number of stakeholders, different regulators, both UBRA, USE, and CMA, most importantly for this particular event. And I think generally the fact that individuals are sharing opinions and giving advice on what can be done better has been very crucial in this particular platform. And I think it's something which should be done by everyone, just to get that input, because we have different backgrounds, but however skilled you may be in finance or however skilled you may be in investment, someone who has actually done it practically, whether they're a doctor, whether they're a lawyer, might have some insights into something that you might not do. That has been something that has been my key takeaway at this particular platform, and I look forward to what we have to hear from our clients and different stakeholders in the coming period, both online as well as through the calls they give to our operations team here. And we continue to hope and see that we offer the best we can as Cornerstone to our investors. What would you say was your key takeaway from this particular event?
I liked the idea of, again, this is all about accountability and trust, because you're holding people's money. They need to know that my money is in the safe place. And also people want to know that, yes, I called your customer care line and this is what you answered. But if I ask the same question today and all these stakeholders are in the room, would you give me the same answer? So today we had the trustee with us, we had the custodian with us, and we keep telling people, look, we only invest your money with giving instructions through the custodian. The trustee follows up to ensure that everything is in order. And today the trustee was in the room to give them the same message that, guys, don't worry, your money is safe. We hold it in trust and all instructions have to come to us for money to be invested. So we don't send your money back to the fund manager to be able to use for whatever they want to use it for. So I think for me, it was great that people were receiving the same answers that they have had over time. That yes, when I call you privately, this is the answer you give me, and in the presence of everyone in the room, I receive the same answer. Another highlight for me has been, again, no one is the fountain of knowledge. Like there is always something you can learn from another person. So being in that room with clients and they are talking about things that we can improve, things that we can really just add to the service we are providing to make their life easier as our investors. The major thing that came out today was about succession, how someone accesses their money upon death. And people were expressing their wishes that, look, we all know the succession process in this country and it tends to take a while. So if my money is there and my wishes were known before death, I'd want that to be respected. And this is something that we realize that, okay, this is worth considering, this is worth looking at further to see how we can improve this for the clients. So yeah, it's something we're going to have to sit down and discuss and see how we can make it easier on the side of the clients.
Okay, that's quite interesting, actually. I like the point you highlighted about the trustee. Personally, I also appreciated the fact that I feel like there was a bit of context given to how the fund operates and the structure behind the different systems, regulators, the different controls behind it all. So that I feel like it gave comfort to individuals that even if the organization as the organization was to dissolve, at the end of the day, the funds were still segregated from those of the company, hence giving up that independence or autonomy to the fund, ensuring that the client funds at the end of the day are still safe, regardless of what happens to the company. So I feel like that structure was highlighted on quite well. And also the point that you've just mentioned on death. Yeah, I personally, I've interacted with some individuals and they have highlighted their grievances around that. And the challenge usually, I think, for me, that has come frequently from the responses I've gotten has been one relating to someone still going through the whole administration process, incurring such a large cost, and yet you find that what they are trying to recover is less than what they are going to incur. Yeah. And I feel like that's where most of the clients' grievances are coming from, and it's something that I think it's quite crucial. So it was spoken about quite passionately, and I think it's quite crucial that maybe, as you've mentioned, we get these conversations starting and we see a workaround as to what can be done. Not necessarily just from a unit trust space, but it's something happening in the financial space as a whole. So I think it's something very key and was very crucial from very many people on the at the event. Yeah. Other than that, I would say it was an interesting event. Yeah. An interesting event, having all those stakeholders in the room. Everyone gave their views. I feel it gives an opportunity for people to express their opinions. Yeah. And it doesn't happen a lot in very many platforms. Yeah. You'll find that the nature of, let's say, companies in general is that accountability is given to the shareholders. For instance, I would say now like banks, you find accountability is being given to the shareholders, but then you see there is the individual who is investing in a core deposit or a fixed deposit within that bank.
Yeah.
How is accountability being offered to that individual? On top of just publishing the financials, who is there, who is behind to explain and give accountability that this is actually what happened and this is what this is this is what this actually means. We did go through briefly in the accounts. They were highlighted on, I think, our page 22 of the booklet that was issued. And after the discussion, someone actually told me that it was actually quite good that they kind of got the relationship between what happens between a balance sheet and the income statement, because that linkage, some people don't get it. And so having such avenues where people can speak to them and how the funds are being generated and what happens after all of this has been generated, is quite good, I think, for most of our clients. Because there are people who invest and they don't have this financial background.
Sure.
Someone is investing because a friend told them your money can grow.
Yeah.
But they don't actually have the context of how is it actually growing. So I feel like there has been some comfort, and there is comfort given to clients through such platforms.
Okay, I agree with you entirely. And I believe this being the very first AGM, you could tell that people were impressed, people were excited for what more we can do, and they're also excited to offer better and improve our service for everyone out there. We shall, I guess, do this catch up again next year after the second AGM of the company. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for watching us. We are ready to answer all your questions in the comment section.